What's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video. Uh, man, I feel like I'm on a whole day without uploading video. Man, I feel like I've been gone for a couple of days, man. Like I got so used to doing a day upload a video, but I'm trying to get used to the new scheduling of my videos because again, I'm planning on getting a job soon and I gotta focus on my studies. So I'm trying to do it to where it won't hurt my channel too much because I think that board I only have. And I lost so many views. I went from 600, like over 600 views to like now down to like less 219 views, 615, 19. So I lost 400 views in the last, couple of weeks. So, I want to keep the low videos consistent. I know you guys been used to me uploading on a regular basis, but hopefully I'll try to keep some interesting content for you guys, so that you guys won't have to worry about me, missing out. You don't have to worry about you know, waiting too long for a video. But again, but at the same time, 7 days a week is a lot for one person, so you understand. But anyway, this video I want to talk about introverts because introverts, I'm an introvert. As you guys can tell, I'm not loud and rambunctious as most guys my age is. I kind of like the person who keeps things to myself. I don't try to, you know, I'm a little bit more open to people now, especially since, I got into poetry, but like, I'm not as, I'm not the most outgoing person in the world. I do like to go out, I do like to go to like open mics, restaurants, stuff like that. Go to a mall. Not, I'm not like, like go to a club or something like that, or go to, or like if I go somewhere to go like with a group of people, like if I go somewhere where it's like a lot of if it's somewhere like it was crowded and a lot of people, then I get a little, then I kind of I feel isolated. But if I'm like with other people, then I'll like feel a bit better. So you know I'm more of an introvert again. I'm like kind of to my own self, and being introvert, it has its pros. It helps you. You're not you don't need people to be around people to have fun. You don't need to you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about people telling your business because you don't associate with people like that. That's one of the pros of being an introvert. And another thing about being an introvert, you don't um like you could live without people. Like if you was on the island by yourself, you wouldn't feel bad. If you was on the island by yourself, you wouldn't feel so bad. Whereas if you were just like an extrovert, you'll feel like the world's coming to an end. You know, so that's me in a lot of ways. I'm more into like I'm more like I like watching. I like playing video games. I like watching YouTube. I like watching like inspirational videos. Gaming channels. I like geography. I love to travel. So I'm more of an introvert, in those regards. I like more kind of nerdy, but kind of urban type of dude. I like hip hop. I like spoken word poetry, stuff like that. So I'm kind of that type of person. I'm not. I'm kind of like in the middle between being an introvert and being an extrovert, meaning that I'll talk to you, but it's like, depending on what you are, depending on the type of person you are. If you're not, if we have some things, if we have similar things in common, like my favorite, if we like some of the same TV shows, the same music, or the same or we grew up with the same like me, like I'm from New York, so and I live in North Carolina, so like if somebody's like from a different state or something like that, then I'll be interested in you. But if you're just but if you're just like everyone else, you I'm sort of, some kind of an introvert. I mean, I can always saying that, but I mean, like if you're like interesting, cool to be around with, or things about you that I really like about you, then or you're smart, funny, open-minded, friendly, then I'll talk to you. But if you're just, but if you're just like everyone else, if you're just, the typical you know, if you just I don't know how to say this when I say everyone knows, but well, I speak for my area because my area, again, I live in the country, I live in the rural South, so things a little different than, so a typical person in North Carolina would be like, North Carolina's pretty friendly, people are pretty, friendly and stuff like that. There, people, if you don't speak to people, it's considered rude or whatnot. So like, it's like people tend to have conversations, long conversations over here, and which is not nothing wrong with that. I mean, but in itself, but if it's somebody who I'm not really interested in, then I'm not gonna really, get close to you. But if you're somebody who I have like special interests as I do, like wrestling or stuff like that, or anime or cartoons, some of the things I like doing, or I like, then I can, talk to you more. So that is how I feel. So being sure doesn't mean that I don't like to talk to people. Doesn't mean that I hate people. It just means that I don't really open up to people like that unless you have something. Unless we have some common ground. So I know I keep repeating myself, and then again I'm trying to be more um creative with my words because I want you guys to be bored with my videos. Whoever is gonna watch this channel, but yeah, I'm an introvert. You guys probably you guys by now should probably know this, I guess. I mean, I know I don't have that many subscribers, but if you guys watch my older videos, you can tell that I'm like the quiet kid, So, but if I get really excited about something, if I get really, happy, then I'll get a little bit loud and a little bit, and sometimes too loud because, again, I'm from New York City, so like we are known for being the loudest group of people in the world. We like if we get mad or we get extremely high about something, we like the whole world knows about it. Like we don't keep like the whole world knows. So so but today I had an interesting experience in my biology class. I met this dude. He sits at a table across from me. Um you know um you know I don't know how we started talking to each other, but I mean, I heard he was from Florida, and I just thought, oh, that's cool. I have an aunt that lives in Florida. Just talking about like our backgrounds and what it was like coming from, because I'm from New York and he's from Florida, so like, what was it like coming from, our particular state, and then come to North Carolina. It was just, I mean, he's from Orlando, so he's from like the city part of Florida, and so he's used to like more diverse people, more cultured and stuff like that. He used to, a more progressive environment, whereas he come here and it's like conservative and like everybody's mostly everybody has the same, mostly everybody has the same beliefs, same, eat the same foods, talk the same, act the same, you know, um not saying that, there's no, diversity here, but when you live in a small town, again, I mean, it's very monolithic compared to like bigger cities. So that's what I mean when I say the same. Like if you're like from a different like ethnicity, like someone that's not African American, or it's not like Caucasian, or if you're like from again, like if you're somebody that's something that stands out. What is something that stands out about you that that gets my interest? That's what I'm trying to say. You're not just a typical college kid who just likes to party and stuff like that and drink. I mean, but you have something about you. You have a special talent. You have a gift. a personality trait that resonates with me. Like that's what I'm looking for when I meet a person. If I consider this person like my friend versus somebody who I just talk to. Like if you're just somebody who's like has to be in my class and happen to know you from like church or somewhere, I'll say I'll talk to you. But if you're just like the same, you just like everyone else, like the same type of music, like eat the same food, or you just you just you're just a typical whatever, and like just typical college kid or whatever, then I'll just say hey and what's up, and that's it. So so that's me right now. you know I would say that since I came to college, I say that I made a couple good friends. No, I mean, especially, let me say I got a couple people I consider friends. um I mean, because college again, one of the things I like about college better than high school is that you actually meet people that has same interests as you. That it's easier to meet people who are just as crazy, stupid, passionate about something as you are. Like that, that is true. Like one of the benefits of going to college is networking. Because in high school, you're stuck with the people who you're stuck with a certain group of people. Like because high school, you sit in these classrooms, you sit in different classrooms, and then you just go to the cafeteria, and that's it. Like unless you're in part of like a club or whatever, it's like really hard to like meet people in high school because you mostly around people you grew up with, really. Whereas for college, you're around people who like you never met before. There's like that different things. If you like into like something like creative, like poetry or film, then that's where college has its that's where college really shines for those people like us. Because if you're just like, because for high school, if you're like into sports or if you're into like stuff like that, then you'll make friends. But for us creatives, for us like artsy type people, we get kind of like isolated. We kind of like the oddballs in high school because we have something because we like something that's different, you know, than what teenagers are really mostly into. We're like different. We're not. I mean, we still have our I mean, we're still guys, we still like, doing things that most other guys do, but we just like, express ourselves. We just express ourselves different, do like painting, do drawing, do writing, stories. So that's why I feel like, this year has been like a good year for me so far. As far as like meeting different people. So not, they may not be like say lifelong friends, like people who I would say that will be there for the rest of my life, or when I'm 30 or 40, But I mean, you know, it is pretty cool to see somebody that's like into wrestling, that like not just like attitude era. But I'm talking about like into today's wrestling. So with that being said, I know I ramble quite a bit, but that's just me. That's where I'm at. I'm an introvert, and I just want to do this video because I feel like, you know, with the internet, um, with the internet and social media, we see so many connectivity. So it's so easy to connect with people. It's so easy to find people who, you never meet before. But one of the things that my sociology teacher pointed out was that, we're the most connected. You know, we're the most connected in the history of humanity, but yet we're the most the highest rate of aloneness. It's just a high rate of aloneness because more than now ever we gotta be careful what we say. More than ever we gotta be careful who we open up to because of people are stalkers, people are crazy. The internet, we've seen so many stalkers, so many stories of kids getting raped and stuff. Child pornography and crap like that. So that's why I like YouTube because I mean, YouTube is a side of a social media site. I mean, I don't really consider YouTube social media. at least with YouTube, you find people who have special interests. You find people who are different, who are odd, who are have something that that's just as crazy and stupid passionate about something as you are. With Facebook and with Facebook and other platforms, it's hard, because because with Facebook, especially Facebook, you don't talk to people who like you don't really talk to people you don't really talk to people who are like different, like, because Facebook, again, weirdos, like, people lie on Facebook. At least with YouTube, you're at least with YouTube, people are, at least with YouTube, you had to show your face on camera. So like the profile pic, has the profile pic in the person, the camera, will more likely match with YouTube. So YouTube, it's more open, it's more personal. People are not afraid to share their life, do a video. And I mean, people allow YouTube too. I'm not saying YouTube is perfect, but at least with YouTube, and again, you find different types of people and whatnot that's not in your family, and just really cool, and not, you don't have to worry about telling about your business, because like really, a lot of people, like, if you unless you like into videos, like, nobody really uses YouTube. Most people who use YouTube, they use it just to watch videos. So yeah. So I feel like with social media, it's seen a lot of loneliness at a high rate. I mean, because when I was younger, I had a Facebook account back in 2010. This is when Facebook was like at its peak, and I mean, I was young, naive then. I mean, I didn't have MySpace, so like I was very new to social media. Whereas everybody my age, they had MySpace, they had Urban Chat, AIM Messenger. So I was like new to social media at the time. And I mean, I didn't say nothing too out of line, but like one thing I said was, I mean, well, first time I get in trouble with social media is that I said I don't hate when people take my stuff. I was just kind of like joking because my cousin, took my phone to watch YouTube, because he didn't have because at the time I was the only person in my family who had a smartphone, so he took my phone and watched a YouTube video, and I just said something random, and then I got in trouble for it. The second time I got in trouble was that second time I got in trouble, it was pretty big, and like I ended up having Facebook for another 4 years. So that's just why. I mean, I have Facebook now. I have a new account, but I don't really be on Facebook no more, because Facebook. I mean, like, it's not that, again, with Facebook. I mean, it's about Facebook. It's not the best. If you want to meet new people and meet people that have same interests as you, Facebook is not the best place, because Facebook, again, you know, like, people. I mean, everybody uses Facebook, so it's like, you don't know who you're gonna talk to. I mean, at least with YouTube, I mean, you is it's niche, it's more of a community feel. What Facebook's like, it's more community oriented. With Facebook, it's just like, it's just people who people who you talk to. So yeah, I know I kind of, yeah. So with all that being said, this is Mario here, signing out. Peace.